Well, getting together the family for Thanksgiving and giving thanks and celebrating is just a lovely, lovely holiday, isn't it, Keith?
It is.
Of course, when we have everybody over, we want to make it look extra special.
That's
right,
exactly right. We want it to look nice. Today, we're going to make something special for on the table that later on you can use on the wall too. This is going to be a wreath that has dual purpose to it. And what we're making it out of is corn leaves. I know that we're into November now and we might not have availability of the green corn.
Yes.
If you can't get it, what you need to do is when you get the dried corn like this, if you take and lay down a towel and wet it, then you lay these out on it as dry, even though they're dry, and you put another towel over it wet and let it set overnight. They will soften and make them so that you can bend them and they don't break, so that you can use them. Okay?
That's a good tip.
So what we're going to do is we have our wire frame right here, and we're going to take our spool wire and we're going to wind this on here, and we are not going to cut this until we're done. So we're just going to take it like that, and now it's wound on there good. We'll keep that one long wire in the back like that. We're going to put it in the center here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 bunches for each grouping. So we'll take these 2 that we already made. I usually use 3 corn leaves in each bunching. I do 2 outside ones to every 1 inside one, because I make the outside ones a little bigger. Now what we have here is firelight hydrangeas that are dried. So we're just going to take those and lay that in there like that. We're going to lay it on the outside of our frame, and then we're just going to give it 3 wraps. So we just want to go 1, 2, 3. Now these are the panicle hydrangeas. They're the paniculatas. And the easiest way to dry this is once they've started to semi-dry on the plant, if you take and cut them, clean off all the leaves, put about 1 inch of water in a vase in the house, and put the grouping of them in that water. As the water evaporates, the flowers dry out, and they will just stay exactly as they are.
Nice.
Now that doesn't work like for the mop hydrangeas, you know, the blue and the pink ones or anything like that.
They're not able to, you're not able to dry those, right?
You can, but they're a lot harder to dry.
It's a painstaking thing, right?
So now for my inside grouping, I did again the 3 stems, but I didn't leave any of the pieces sticking out for that. So now we have 2 on the outside. Now what we're going to do is lay this one right here on the inside like that. And we're going to wind that around right there. And then this is one that I started earlier, okay? So what do I have in here? I have limelight hydrangeas. These are stems off of our astilbes. I do have some of the corn tassels in here. And then this is a grass that was along the side of the road.
How fun
So
is
there's
that?
a whole lot of different things you can use when you want to put them together. Okay, so we finished our wreath. You could hang it on the wall if you wanted to.
Beautiful.
But we're going to make a special centerpiece for the dining table. So if you're ready, let's head on over to there.
All right, Keith, here we are.
Yep, so what we're going to do first is, again, we could use this on the wall, but we're going to lay this down as the centerpiece for our Thanksgiving table.
Nice.
So the first thing I want you to do is the large stand is going to go right in the center here. And then we are going to take the large candle, and if you want to put that on there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the one basket of these little gourds right here, and I'm going to take the other one. And first we're going to work these around. Now, the gourds are actually real. These are Jack B. Littles, so they've got some weight to them. The apples that we're using here are artificial, so we're going to actually use those more up on the top where they're lighter weight and won't crush the wreath. So what we'll do is we'll take and just start setting these in around the edges. You can work them into it just a little bit if you want to.
Yep.
But we want to break the colors up. Now right behind you we have some bittersweet branches. And these are everlasting again too. So if you want to take one of those, and we're going to spread those out a little bit. When you're working with these, I like to just take and open them up so that you get a lot out of it.
Yeah, less fullness.
And we're going to take this from the wreath to the candles. Usually I take the end of it and wind it around my finger so it has a curly Q on. And we're just going to lay this on top like this. And what this is going to do is, again, just give us a more natural look. And I'm going to bring it right around this candle, and then I'll do another one, and I'll take that one across the front. If you want to do yours from the back over that way. And I do like them to be out and sort of wispy airy.
Yeah, me too. Like wild.
Yeah, and that's the way real bittersweet grows.
Keith, this is magnificent. It's lovely, it's charming. I just love all the natural materials that you use. Thank you so much for giving us this great idea for our holiday table.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for coming, and I hope that you and your family have a happy Thanksgiving, and that everyone out there watching also has a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks to you and yours as well.
Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving.